Throughout time, people across the world told each other tales of how they came to be, of heroes and monsters, romance and tragedy, death and rebirth. Mythology helped shape the ancient world, explaining the unexplainable. This is Mythology Unleashed.
One of the most enduring and endearing characters of popular culture is Robin Hood, the legendary outlaw of Sherwood Forest, who robbed from the rich and gave to the poor. He was a man who put his life in the service of defending those in need and upholding justice during a dark time. By his side are the lovely Maid Marian and his band of merry men, the strong and stout Little John, the brash Will Scarlet, and the ever-plastered Friar Tuck. Together, they thwart the plans of the cruel Sheriff of Nottingham and the scheming Prince John. Robin Hood is one of the most influential heroes in all history, and his tales have warmed the hearts of millions. But could he have been a real person, and not just a mythical figure? The existence of Robin Hood as a real person has been debated for centuries. Some historians believe him to be a veteran of the Third Crusade under the banner of King Richard I. Others believe him to be a glorified thief who fascinated the common folk. His very name is debated. Some called him Robert Longstride, others Robin of Locksley. Some even debate if it was multiple different people under the alias of Robin Hood. Between 1261 and 1300 CE, there are multiple references to Robin Hood, Robhad, Robinhad, or Hobahad, occurring in various regions across England, from York in the north to Berkshire in the south. The term is believed to be applied as a form of shorthand to any fugitive or outlaw. Whether or not he was in fact a real person or persons, tales of his legend spread throughout England during the 12th, 13th, and 14th centuries. Eventually, these tales were mythologized and romanticized through years of gossip and ballads, turning a possibly real person into a charming yet violent rogue, and then later into a figure of heroism and archetypal chivalry. By the 15th century, social unrest and rebellion swirled through England at the same time the Robin Hood ballads first became popular, and the stories reflected the discontent of the everyday people with political conditions in medieval England, namely oppressive tax laws and new laws that kept them from hunting freely in forests. These tales would develop certain aspects that would be cemented in Robin Hood folklore, that shaped the modern perspective of Robin Hood. Robin is born of English nobility, yet fallen into disgrace. He is full of boundless charisma and is unmatched in archery skill. He was a handsome swashbuckler who always defeated the bad guys and won the girl at the end of the day. He would garner a love interest in the form of Maid Marian, a dear friend and comic relief in Friar Tuck, and an infallible loyalty to the legacy of King Richard the Lionheart. With his band of outlaws, the Merry Men, he waged war against the corrupt Prince John and his henchmen, the Sheriff of Nottingham and Sir Guy of Gisborne. These stories have been told and retold in every format possible, by word of mouth and songs of the bards, through literature, theater, radio, comic books, and film and animation, varying in tone from serious action to drama and romance to lighthearted comedy. Other than perhaps Hercules, no other hero in folklore has had as much impact on modern society and heroic storytelling as Robin Hood. He was a man of the people, stealing from the rich, giving to the poor, and foiling the prince's schemes while promoting the legacy of Richard the Lionheart. We may never know for sure whether or not Robin Hood ever existed outside the verses of ballads in the pages of books. What we do know is that the notion of a brave rebel who lives on the outskirts of society, fighting injustice and oppression with his band of companions, has universal appeal that will likely never die out.